Hello everyone, welcome to Simon Tools. Today we got the Honda CR-V 2001 and we bring it here for a big service, and we will see we got the belt is snapped, and we try to find out what's wrong. For remove the belt, easy way to do is take up the engine mount this side, and I find out underneath there is the cause problem with the belt snap because of this water pump. So the water pump is faulty. So what we have to do is open up and replace the water pumps. So for do that, we have to take up the engine mount on this side, and you can have your hand enter in and take up the water belt, water pumps, and we can check the idler pulley, see the bearing still good or bad. Okay, let's do it. Been serviced for 2 years. Remember, I've been full service and replaced the oil pressure, and now the time up we have to take up the dish. See this one, this wear and tear out. What we do, we take it up and bring for the guy to do machine and get a new pad, and that will save him driving every day to work to Campbelltown. So better do it right and do a good job. The pad about to worn out too. So when we do the dish, we have to get a new pads. Okay, so that's the pad for it. So number 12, take this one up. Number 17, take this one out, and you can remove this one. Both sides the same. Okay, this one off too. And they roll this shit in here and make the pulley for this one go heavier. So you make sure, check and pull them all out. Make sure there are no other broken belts are left inside the pulleys. So we're gonna remove this one out. Take up this one, leave this one on one side, and we can have our hand into the tensioner and take up the bolt where the water pumps up there. Is the hardest one. See this one, this much, they roll inside the oil power steering pumps. See this one? So now it's free. Make sure roll again and again and check again. See, that's what I get out from the water or the power steering pumps. So now I remove the bracket of the power steering pumps, and I can get out the water pump bolts there and one at the bottom, and you can remove the power steering pump out. So very easy for this, for the Honda K24, Honda K24, they're almost the same. They're very easy to remove the power steering pumps, and so water pump is a bit hard underneath, but alternator. 2 bolts out, one there and one down the bottom. Lift this one up and put it here. You don't need to go nowhere. Okay, and now you can have your hand, one bolt here in the middle, I think, for this one to take up the tensioner, and then you can have your hand into the water pump. See, plenty of room. Tensioner belt, we got to get one bolt in the middle and one bolt here, and you can see this one move belt. We take one bolt here up, down here, and we have to take these pulleys up, and we get one more bolt down here, and we can pull it out. So we have to pull up these pulleys so we can have our hand put down the bottom bolt. So take up the belt tensioner pulleys, and we can move it out. So it's going to be out like that. Okay, simple. That's it. While it's out here, we can check the bearings, see if they good or bad. This bearing is still good. So now we can have your hand, one more bolt there, take it up. We better take up the brackets for the engine mount too. So for someone who got a bigger hand, so not easy for you sneak around, so we don't have to sneak too much. So take up this engine mount brackets as well, and it will be easy for you. Okay, very long, they were touching the chassis. What we do is jack it up as much as you could until you can see the engine up, and then you can pull the engine, the bolt out this way, and you'll be happy. Okay, So we put them away down here. So 2 long one and 1 more here, and you can have these brackets out. Make sure remove all that and the house tuck here, so you can up and down moving, and much easy for you. Okay, so now last bolt. It's a bit of a patient job, so you have to be patient a little bit, and it's very easy for you, not hard. See, 3 bolts, 14 out, leave it down there. So that one, see this one out, and then we can get your hand. Oh shit, one of my bolts is falling out. So yeah, anyway, we get it up when we got the power water pump out. Water pump very good, huh? It's like my grandma's tooth. About out now, we got to move it and see come out. Take the whole chunk out. You will have a lot of hand put into the a lot of hand go into the water pumps. Okay, now we got 1 more bolt here still stuck along there. One day. So this one been loose as well, so I need number 12. Go back in and get him out from here, and I can see more hand now. So later you put this one in first and the engine brackets in later. Okay, so you don't mix up that one. All out the bolt are same lengths, you don't worry about that. So now you can have your hand 1, 2, 3 and water pumps. Where after took up all the top bolts where the water pump is, we can let the jack down, so the engine will be falling down as much as it could, and you can enter your hand here with number 10 dip socket. So number 10 dip socket, it go in there perfectly. Okay, and try to find where is the bolt on here. We got only 2 or 3 left underneath here. All the top one are done, so that's it. That's all we need to do. So when we got dip socket one out, and then remove and do by hand, easy as that. Okay, now you can see here, see, and move by hand. It's not hard, it's a little bit of patience. It's like how you fix the video games. Okay, got them out. So we got only 2 or 3 bolts down here, 1 on each side, and we can get him out. So this one, the perfect size I get in number 10 dip socket, and you can get them out. See this one, beautiful. Problem with the number 10 bolt up there, for water pump we cannot enter our hand and put our socket in. So what we do is drop this side of the engine mount all the way out and bow it back a little bit for about 2 or 2/3 on that dark side as well, and this one will drop down, and you can have more down low a little bit, so you can have your hand in there. Not much, they all hanging around with about 3 centimeters down. See, now you can have your hand into the last bloody bolt there for your socket number 10. So later you put the water pump in first and then bolt them on later. Okay, number 10 bolt got to go out, so before we get the water pump out. So this is the last hardest one in every bloody K24 water pumps. You all got to do the same. 4 bolt where the holding the whole engine brakes down the bottom, have to take it out down and drop everything down to 3 centimeters, and you can have very safety to do it. All done now. All done. Now get the flat screwdriver. Oh shit, here we go. You will see it. Just pull it out, or flat screwdriver, mate. Too late. I'm action too fast and nothing keep up with my mouth. Oh, water everywhere. I lay down here, I couldn't get up now. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, it's okay, see, that number 10 bolt still there. Anyway, we got it out, and we'll be more than happy, huh? You are happy family. Put it up. Put it up. Put one down. Screw it out. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. Put it up. Put you in. Take you out. That's it. Just a bit of tiny. Just about 1 or 2 turns. They wouldn't come out from me. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, put 3 bolts there. So later we're gonna put it back. Very, very wet and dirty. All my hand, all my shoulder are wet everywhere because of that idiot flush. See the inside here, the Japanese design really good, but the bearings not that good. The bearing, can you hear? So terrible. Need new water pumps. Okay, now I have to go grab myself a new belt, new water pumps, face the dish, and bring one of the old pads with you so they can get exactly the one you want, and take it home and put everything back in. So that's 3 items we have to do today. 4 dry belt, water pumps, pads, and dish. And we'll replace the back pads as well. See you when I get home and put back together. So it took me about 3 hours to wait. Pump still good. Power steering pump still good. The pulley tensioner still good. And everything else is alright. So be back and put everything back together with brand new water pumps. Or about it to install them in. Install them on or in, whatever it is. I got the genuine water pumps from Japan as well for this car, brand new. And by that time the damage to the hammer bouncer as well, so I get second-hand hammer bouncer, front pads, rear pads, the disc bin face, and a new dry belt. So now we try to put them on. The hardest one to go in first is the water pumps. They come new, brand banking new, right? You make sure you mesh the hole and everything is the same, line up is correct. So I don't think they're wrong because I give them the correct models. Now for this one, I don't know, it's hard to get the seal stay in or not. If it's not stay on, you put a bit thin layer of silicone and it will help to stay and hold it there. And this one is alright because it had a little groups that holding the seals, so it's not falling down. It's good. So now we go and put them back in. You have to put in and put the top one on first. So put 1 bolt on the top here, line them up, and second bolt on the top here, line them up as well. You line up the 3 top ones and the bottom one will be on easier, okay? Because the 3 top ones is lined up for you. See, 2 and 3. So make sure you look again and again, see if the seal are still on places. Okay, see the seal are on places. If you squeeze them in, if the seal on the wrong position, the seal may crack straight away and damage the seal, and you in very small troubles. Not big troubles, small troubles. So 3 of them online properly, and go underneath. Use number 10 dip socket and put number 10 on. I know it's hard to put them on, but do not miss any bolts because all these bolts are very important because I need them all to squeeze down the seal, the O-ring seal inside. So make sure you put them all on first. So I tied the 3 bottom one on just by the feeling of your hand. Don't go too hard because you might break the bolt, okay? So tie it evenly, this one 2 first, and when it's on, you can do whatever you want and you be happy. So don't miss out any single bolt. It's hard, but keep trying, okay? You have to do a bit of laying down. So we replace the hammer bouncer as well, just in case they damage. So make sure you do a good job because this car he's driving daily to work every day, up and down about 60k every day, 60 kilometers every day. So make it safe for him. So what we do, and don't have to come back again. At the bottom, now we do tight this one, and just firm, and then we go all the way tight, okay? So we squeeze the seal on properly. So no dodgy jobs. A little bit of patience, but they will give you good results. The belt on, and power steering pump on, and we put the belt on, and we jack up the whole car again with the 4 bolt where the cross member is. The tensioner is on. Now is the pulley's turn. After the pulley, we'll be happy, okay? The pulley in. The pulleys and the bolt that go together because the bolt may be too long, so it won't go in that gap there. So you got to be very careful. Slide them on together, okay? Okay, it's on. Happy. We finished service the all that. We have to replace new oil and service the engine for him. When he heard the noise, and he would check the oil, it's go low, and he put like 4 liters of oil in, and it's overflow oil too much. We have to take it out and put back the oil to correct level because too much over. And when I start up the engine, I can see the smoke coming out from the exhaust, so be careful with that. Power steering pump on, and we be more than happy. Power steering pump, very simple, 2 bolts, and all the bolts and nuts are on this one. Now we're gonna go down, and with the gun we're gonna shoot, lift up the engine mouth, the engine brackets, what I call cross member, all number 417. Push it in. Okay, another side. Very simple. So 17 right there, and one more, and we'll be happy, okay? Okay, one here, just 4. And when you do it, don't take it out all the way. Just leave in 2 or 3 turns, and you'll be alright. So now everything on place. So what I do now, I try to put the belt on and put this one on. So I still need room for this one to go up, but I better put the belt on. New belt, new hammer bouncer, second-hand hammer bouncer, and water pumps, and ready to put everything back on. Now we're gonna put the engine mount back on, check up the engine, put the engine mount back on, and then we finish the brakes. Now we're gonna put them in and start, see how it go. New belt, new water pump. Oh, we have to put some water in the radiator too. We try to start. Moment of truth is here. See how good it is before we do the brakes. All good. It goes beautifully. No more noise. It's a bit of extra oil. We're gonna clean up later. But anyway, all good. Fill up with more water. Run a little bit rough. As I say, there's too much oil on the engine, so you can see the smoke there. So we're gonna drain some oil out later. So we're gonna do the brakes and everything and put the oil out. Okay. So this part is done. I wait for fill up more water. See any water goes short, I fill up more and more before I go down the next one. And the new pads on. Now ready to put all the brakes back together, and we go for a test drive, huh? And we have to get the new oil to put on to get to the correct mark, and then we can go for a drive, see how it goes. All front brakes are done. Now I'm gonna train. By the time we're waiting for the put the wheel back on, so we got some space. I open up the oil. I train the oil out. See how much my master was put in, and why it blows smoke, and the engine a bit shaking because of too much smoke. So that's why I said I have to get the new oil for my master. Very dark. And he top up too much. Super dark. My hand, I gotta lick it. Oh my lord, my master. This buckets were 8 liters. And it's nearly full now. So I wonder why the car will start blow smoke. Okay? There ain't no question why. So that's it. Now we try to have to put this one back for my master as well. Oh good. Oh my lord, my master. I'm begging you. See, that's what happened. I pull out for my master car, and it's roughly about 9 liters or 9.5 liters in this car. So I wonder why the car will start blow smoke. Okay? There ain't no question why. So that's it. Now we try to have to put this one back for my master as well. Oh good. When he heard the noise and he said he checked the oil dipstick and he reckoned it's the oil will go low, and he top up, like he put extra 4 liters of oil in there. So that's why now we got extra 4 liters out here. Oh my lord, this is way too much. So next time you guys make sure check the oil dipstick here. Stop the engine for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, the best. And when all the oil go down, and clean the oil dipstick and check from here. Okay? Don't ever do like my master here. So we wait to train out all. I gonna pick up my daughter, and I put the another wheels on the other spare wheels on the other side, and the wheels on this side, and we put a new oil on, new oil filter on. And we replaced the rear brake pads as well, and we got the car ready for him. So far I checked the water again, filled up more water from the radiators before we finish. Okay, for 5-10 minutes, and the engine will less shaking, no more shaking as before, and the smoke will disappear. We don't have any smoke no more, so that's the good news. So now we install the brake pads on the back, and we'll be all right. See, no shaking and no smoke. And this is thanks for watching Simon Tools, and this is how I big full service water pump replace, new belt, second-hand hammer balancer, all the brakes. So hopefully we'll make another 2 years for him for the new brake pads. So last 2 or 3 years I've been replaced, so he done so well. So 2 years home. Now we have to replace the pads again. So we hopefully this car can make another 2 years for him, driving every day 60 kilometers a day to go to work. So once again, thanks for watching Simon Tools.